everyone. I'm Lakshmi. I'm Julius's granddaughter, oldest granddaughter. And I'd like to share a few of my best memories of my grandpa with you. So, the first one is when they used to live in El Paso, Texas. And they had a wonderful backyard that I used to play in. I used to play soccer. And one day he decided that he was going to play soccer with me. And so I told him, "Grandpa, I'm going to go easy on you." And I was wrong. It was a little startling. He kicked the ball all the way across the yard, and I was like, oh no. Yeah, he was too good for me. So, I'm okay. So, another memory is when I was obsessed with Barbies when I was little. So, it was a little bit of a problem. So, when he came over, I was like, "Grandpa, we're going to play Barbies." So, he played Barbies with me for like hours. And we used to make orange juice together in El Paso. And also in El Paso, he had all these things from Colombia that he had in his room, and I was always asking if I could play with them, and he let me play with the lasso. And so he lassoed Leica, since we didn't have any cattle available. So that was awesome to see, my sister being lassoed. All right, and then I used to do a performing arts camp, and I had just come back from one of my performances, and it was early in the morning. I'd woken up, and he always stayed up late reading articles and stuff. So I was awake, and he was like, "You know what? I'm going to teach you the history of the Riveras." So he sat me down with an atlas, and starting, I don't even know back, but he told me the entire history of our family. And it was a little complicated, but I remember some of it. And I got to interview him in 4th grade, to interview the oldest person I knew. And he told me stories about him when he was little and how he saved horses and stuff. And I didn't even know he did anything like that, so that was cool. And I've been playing piano for 8 years, and he used to listen to me play piano. And there was actually quite a few times where I had no idea what I was doing, and I barely got a single note right. But he still loved it, which was awesome. And he asked me to play again. And he had a box of tops, and we used to play with them. And actually last Christmas, this is kind of not a good idea, but we have a really nice coffee table in Nana's house, and we decided to spin the tops on it. And Nana was like, "Julius, put it away." And then as he left, he's like, "Let's do a few more, and then we'll put it away." Just like 3 more. And when he didn't turn up the thermostat, even though it's 80 degrees outside, and we came home and it was hot, and he was like, "It wasn't me. It just went up by itself. I don't know how that happened." And the last one is, when I was little, I had some talking issues. I could not say grandpa for my life, so I called him Tempa. And as I got older, he noticed I was able to say grandpa properly. So in one of the books I got for Christmas, it said from Nana, and in capital letters across the whole page, "Grandpa." So not Tempa. So it isn't often that you get to know people who live to be almost 97 years old. Even fewer that are 97 and still manage to read articles and mark them and still are focused on learning. And even fewer people who are strong enough to go on a trip to Europe when they're 90. So he lived every day to its fullest, and I'm really glad that I got to have him in my life for as long as I did.